Oh, no, he shanked it.
Sorry.
He shanked it.
That's a bad ball.
Don't
bad
that
ball.
one.
He wants it a little bit lower.
Bad ball, that's it. Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
A little bit better.
Chance for catching the outfield. Oh, no. Is that slats out director?
One more. I didn't quite get that.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you hit that well, Huss. That's
big.
large.
Yeah, take that one.
That's
all right,
big.
Give us your review on the Gray Nichols GN Scoop Extra Cover.
I think the scoop is good, actually. It just sort of helps with the balance of the bat. It still feels like there's a fair bit of wood in this bat. It feels pretty thick, but nicely balanced. So pretty good pickup because of that scoop.
Well, what's the theory behind the scoop?
It's just to take some weight out of the back, I feel, just to balance it out a bit, yeah.
So it doesn't feel like it's picking up really heavy. Picks up a bit lighter, and then you can feel like you can swing it a bit easier.
Be good on the reverse sweep to get it off the scoop.
Go one of those.
They had the butterfly, didn't they? And they had the twin scoop. You keep talking about the scoop. I'll go and get the next bat.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you reckon? It felt like a pretty good bat to me.
That come off all right. Yeah, that actually feels all right. As Harry Solomons would say at Kingsgrove Sports Centre, that is a cannon, mate.
Righto, here's the result. Roll the videotape, Gav. So this is the GN Scoop. Oh, not too bad.
66 metres.
73 kilometres an hour was the speed. The distance, 66 metres.
Similar height. All of them have been about 13 metres high.
Is that the best one you've used so far?
Definitely.
That's the clubhouse leader?
Yeah, I think
so.
So
at North Sydney Oval last night, that would have been into the stands.
That was a huge stick.
GN Scoop, clubhouse leader at this stage.
Right.
We can't use this bat. Hang on, Jim. We can't use this bat.
This is AB's.
Yeah, but this.
Whose is that one?
This was a special edition. You can see down the bottom here. Can you see very close there? This is 763. I think only 1,000 were made. So this was a commemorative bat when Alan Border broke the world record for the most number of runs at 11,174. He's your hero.
He won't mind. Come on. This would be a dream come true for me.
We can use this bat.
Come on.
I tell you what I loved about the Duncan Fernleys. I was a slashing them, but the stickers were classy.
Yes.
Duncan Fernley, weren't they? Look at that. Beautiful.
He's your hero, he's my hero. Do you think we can use his bat?
Just have a little tap of it.
Have a little tap. We're going to get in trouble.
Oh, it feels good. That's enough. That's enough.
Right.
No more tapping. Give me that.
Mate, that is a cannon, mate.
All right, get rid of that one.
That actually feels really nice.
Yeah, come on, Huss. Now, Robbie. All right, now, June, this is an early bat for you. Tell us about when you've used this.
It's an early career bat. It's got
what year would
Kingsgrove Sports Centre on the back. Mate, I'd say the late 80s, early 90s. I've maybe had a little bit of wood shaved off the back, just looking at the colour of it, but...
So you've used this in Test cricket?
Definitely first-class cricket. Test cricket, not so sure, maybe.
All right, let's have a go at it. So this is the V100. So
V100.
What general year?
I'd say late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, late 80s, early 90s. A Mark Waugh special.
Feels a little bit longer, actually.
It is a longer blade.
A long blade?
Long blade, yep.
Oh, that's got something. We'll take that one.
Just a bit high, sorry. Huss.
One
more then. Oh, yes. That's nice.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, pretty good. Ooh.
So tell us about that blade. June, tell us about the longer blade setup you've got going there.
Yeah, it definitely feels, when I tap it down, it feels a little bit longer.
Because I stood up quite tall on my stance, it just felt more comfortable, so I wasn't crouching. So slightly longer blade, normal size handle, so a longer blade. I needed a wider blade rather than a longer, but we'll take the longer blade.
The other thing, the handle looks a little bit different. Like in most of the other bats I've had have been rounded, but this has got more of an oval sort of handle.
Just felt better in my hands.
I really like an oval handle. It just feels like it fits nicely on that bottom hand.
It sort of fits into the V in your hands a lot nicer.
Okay, so we're happy with the V100.
Pretty nice bit of wood there too.
Yeah.
Well, the results are coming in. How many bats do you still have at home? How many did you have?
I've got about 8, 10.
8 bats.
Yeah.
Okay.
About sort of nine grains going down there. They run nice and straight down the bat.
Probably like a bit more of a bow in it, to be honest.
Let's have a look.
Pretty flat, yeah.
In those days, that was the way it was.
Yeah.
Okay, here we look. 76 metres, launch angle 90, launch speed 92, so a good middle on that one.
Yeah,
it's the furthest that's gone.
So I should have made more runs. Is that what you're saying, Howard?
What? No, I'm not saying that at all. Now, I've got some good news for you. This is a true story. The trust that gave us some of the older bats have called through and they said, go for your life with the AB Duncan Fernley. So you're allowed to have a hit with the AB Duncan Fernley.
I don't think this has ever hit a ball, so it's not going to be knocked in.
This is the special edition. Alan Border
nice
and Mike's hero. Mike was a right-handed batsman. Went left-handed because of his love for Alan Border.
I have to give the old, the old AB shuffle across as well.
Here we go. Here we go. The Duncan Fernley. Oh, no, he's towed it. Towed it. You've let your hero down there.
Sorry, a bit low, Huss, a bit low.
Oh, look at
not
that.
Not too bad.
No, you haven't milled that.
Haven't got that.
One
Huss, I
more
think
then.
you're trying to hit it too hard.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Just loosen up a bit, you know.
Thanks, Coach. Oh,
Mate, I
Yeah, great.
not too bad.
All right, run us through that one. What did you think?
Yeah, I think got it close to the middle there. I think one of them came out around about there. It's the first time it's been hit with a cricket ball, so you'd
it's
expect it to
probably
be a little bit hard.
Yeah.
Come over to the table because we're getting tight for time. So
Normally you need to knock them in.
We're not going to be able to use all our bats, but we can talk through what we've got. So we've got, this is at the end of your career, June. So
Yes.
just show us the difference between the two sort of slashes there.
Well, I think, this was at the start of my career, so it's not as thick a wood through the whole bat. Then this is the back end of my career. When I finished playing for Australia, I played a couple of seasons with New South Wales, so this was the last couple of seasons of my career. You can see it's got a bit more meat through the bat, and it's got a real bow to it. So it's a bit thicker on the edges as well, and more of a bow, which is a very common theme in bats these days. You know, you get that nice shape in it. It feels good in the hand, looks good in the hand. It's a very simple bat, just a nice normal shape, no scoops or twin.
What sort of weight did you used to use?
About 2.9, 2.10.
Here's the result of the Duncan Fearnley AB. Let's have a look. So
66.
came off at 85, went 66. Now, we've got a couple of other bats here. So this is, hold this one up, June. This is a Grey Nichols. This Simon Kadich used this.
Right.
Made 77 not out versus India in 2004. So at this stage, the bats are not changing a great deal. This is where it changes, June. So this is a Michael Clark, circa 2013, and just show people how the bat has all of a sudden changed.
I mean, look how fat the edges are, and through the meat of the bat, through the middle of the bat, there's a lot of wood there. And even though there's more wood in the bats, they're not heavier. Somehow they compress the wood to a nice sort of light weight. About 8 grains on there, but so much more wood towards. I
think they can dehydrate these a bit more to make them so they can make them a little bit bigger and lighter. And the difference is with the big edges. Even if you hit the ball, say, towards the side of the bat or the edge of the bat, it'll still travel a bit further. Whereas if you've got one of these thinner-edged bats, if you hit it on the edge, it won't travel as far.
Right, we're getting tight for time. I think this is a David Warner, the Bull 31. We'll hit it now.
Okay.
This is a current bat, then we'll go to a break and we'll bring you the results. So this is a David Warner bat. How does it feel in the hand?
That feels like it looks big in the hands, thick, and it picks up really light as well. So it looks like it's been worn in nicely. So hopefully this should go a fair bit.
Watch the ball. Don't try and hit it too hard.
All right, Coach.
Water Hussy.
No.
Oh, yes.
Toed it.
Another one.
Keep your shape. Keep your shape.
Come on, Huss. This is the big gun bat.
No, too
No,
flat.
one more.
Sorry, Howie.
It's all right.
Oh,
No, one more again.
do you want it a bit faster?
Last
No,
one. We're out of time. Yes, watch out in the crowd.
Oh.
That's the biggest of the lot. We'll take a break. Huss has finished with a 6 off the last ball. Let's have a look. Has to beat 76 metres. 81.
Oh,
So,
81.
Huss, the newest bats are the biggest and most powerful bats.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I actually don't reckon I got one right out of the middle with this one either, and it still travelled, how far to go? 80-odd metres.
81 metres.
That's a good hit.
But your bats did feel quite nice, Junior, I must admit.
So I definitely should have made more runs.
Should have made more runs, definitely.
That's the moral of the story.
You can have that. Trust said you can have the AB special. You can keep that one.
Fantastic. Mark Waugh, that was a bit of fun. That was interesting, wasn't
A
it?
couple of dribblers out there trying to hit a ball.
Not sure about your service.
Oh, it was okay.
There was a beamer
It's
in there. One beamer.
One beamer, yeah. I had to shorten him up a bit. He's getting on the front foot a bit too much. But it's interesting the difference. David Warner's bat, the edges are like that.
Massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, it's been always a discussion point, isn't it, between the various ages of cricket about who had the better technology or are the bats better in this day and age. Does it affect averages? Does boundary sizes affect it? But it's always tough to compare eras from generation to generation. What was your favourite bat, Ish?
Later on in my career, I had some Adidas ones that were Harrow, so that you didn't often, you could never get a Harrow bat that with really good wood.
So that's
And
smaller than a
smaller,
full
smaller
size.
handle, maybe a little bit more on the blade.
Yep.
And they used to especially make them for me, so I was very, very lucky there. But back in the day, when I was growing up, 13, 14, Dad bought me a Brian Lara 501 with a short handle.
Yeah.
And it was way too heavy for me, and I could barely get it off the square. But because it was Brian Lara, I just obviously kept using it for 2 or 3 years.
Well,
so
you've gotta do that.
my average went down.
Did it?
Yeah.
Where the skills with the ball came in.
But we all love watching you with a Puma.
Full effect,
And
yeah.
then,
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Your V.
Slazenger.
Your Slazenger.
I think like golf clubs and tennis rackets, cricket bats have just evolved as well. You can definitely hit the ball a bit further, but